Ah! 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 That took much longer than I wanted it to. Oh well. Why's good? It's me. There's so many of you. Hello. Let's see. I gotta go back. Hello, Daisy and Fern and Haley and Blue. Uh, and Annika and Jenny and Vio. Hello. And the two resident lurkers that are probably Ayu and Alpaca. Hello. What's good? It's me. We're happy 4th of July. Let's go. It's time to strip oil from the ground. You know, I also thought about deforesting a forest with some bombs. I was like, I don't really have a forest that I need to get rid of. But you know, the oil extraction and refinery is good enough. I hope that there was fireworks, but I think I can just stick some bombs on top of like a tall tree. You can call it that. You know? Although I'm still having issues getting like my bomb production. I should not be saying these words so frequently. Who cares? Rayman, I wanted you to know that Warhammer, yes, I know, scary word, has infiltrated my Instagram trying to make me buy a Warhammer collectible I don't need. You do need it. Well, actually, it depends on which one. I think if you know, if it's a Space Marine, you don't need it. But if it's like a Skitarii or a Termagant or a Neurogant, a Hormagant, that's what it is. Technically, it's a Neurogant as well. Then you do need it. Deforestation is bad. You're right. That's why I was thinking of doing it. We're already stripping everything and adding pollution to this planet. This planet's already cooked. Actually drove through a fireworks show last night. It was right along the main road in my town and the road wasn't blocked. What? Right there, damn. It's the god of mankind. Oh, now you kind of do have to do it. It is the god emperor. You know, he's the one regular, quote unquote, regular dude I would accept. But is it the god emperor as a big strong man, or is it the god emperor as the corpse in the chair? That's more of the question. Got some spezzy, very nice. What is that again? Is that like Coke and like Fanta mixed together? I forget what it is. Although I know it's in like the argument with like cherry Coke or something like that. Corpse in the chair is a vibe. It is a vibe. Although in the recent in the 11th edition trailer, I think I already talked about this. In the 11th edition trailer, he moved, which is terrifying. The corpse in the chair, God, Emperor Mankind, nice. Coke and Fanta, yeah, gotcha. Gotta say the Z a little harsher. Spezzy, or Spez. No, it is Z. Spezzy, Spezzy. All right, let's get this show on a road. On the road? On a road? I think I made that same mistake yesterday. I did do a little bit of something, although not nearly as much as I had intended. So, first of all, I turned the ground into concrete, because I figured, you know, that's probably a better look for, like, a construction-esque site than just, like, the steel. And then I also had this little tiny railing around this, Spatsy. Spacey. Spacey? I don't know how to do the double A. Or the double dot A. But then over here, you know, where I told you that I would get this way to the very end. And I tried, but the issue is these conveyor belts are constructed out of steel encased beams. Or encased steel beams, whatever it is. So that makes it very expensive. And I actually ran out of resources for quite some time. And see, I can only get a couple more. Let's try to get there. I know I'm not going to get to the end of this, but it's a little bit, you know. There you go. We're getting there. Because this is for our sulfur, our compacted coal, to mix with our oil to make it better. I can't explain this. This is Star Dynamics Vanilla Coke and Mango Fanta. We didn't know what to call it, but it tasted confused, so we called it Identity Crisis. Nice. As you should. It sounds confused. Mango, vanilla, Coke, and orange? Or cola flavor? Vanilla flavor. Orange. Orange is good with vanilla, because that's very like creamsicle-esque. But mango. But it's no longer orange Fanta, because it's mango, so mango vanilla I still think would be good. So mango vanilla plus cola. That's interesting. There we go. Make this a little bit safer, because you know we're all about safety here. Wonderful. Alright. We still have this container of sulfur, which I could theoretically just like drain into one of these. It's probably not a bad idea. Just to get rid of it. Let's see. What are we working on today? Again, we are trying to work on trying to get our compacted coal set up. Oh, no. Technically, our compacted coal is already set. Come on. There we go. Technically, our compacted coal is already set up. We just need to start draining it from these assemblers. But we need to get the flow of sulfur back to it, because I decided to forego the train route of doing it. And just decided to go with the conveyor belt route of doing it. But then the conveyor belts need more resources. So we'll get there eventually. Now, what we could do more is oh, I do know that I want to go get bombs. Because I didn't have bombs last time and it inhibited me. So I'll tell you the plan on the way. That is a different look going in there. How does this look now from a distance? Oh, Oily Town City. You are horrific. And Sulphur Falls. Although, Sulphur Falls might be going away soon. Might just, all get merged into Oily Town City. But yes, we might go ahead and get the coal that's from up here. And bring it down here. But, you know, without the sulfur, that's not really useful. And I do have a sulfur node here. So I could just make some compacted coal and then bring it over in case we want to do more. Because I know we're not going to have enough and like, ooh, this guy's dead. Because my fuel's not being produced properly. But a lot of things aren't being produced properly, so we're reworking many of our systems as we go along. Like all of this is not working. So I wanted to hit the power first before we go everywhere else. Now, exploration is probably necessary. I heard that there's a desert somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it has a whole bunch of nodes that are good for making supercomputers other than like plastic and oil. And so we might make, I know this is a whole bunch of oil stuff, so we might make this so fun and oil, or I might just set up radar towers as we go around. I don't know. You do need bombs. Where did I put those anywhere? To take those slugs and turn them into power whatevers. Oh, I have Mercer spheres in here. That'll be useful. Oh, there's some bombs. Summer sloop. A lot of screws for no reason. Another summer sloop, another power slug. Because I might need to, like, really ramp up all of the overclocking on those producer lads. You know? All of my miners might need to be overclocked so they produce more materials. There's some bombs, but not really enough. I could set up... This, like, reanimated Sam is kind of an issue. Because we need this to upgrade our alien technology garbage. But it needs, for these Sam fluctuators down here, needs these iron tubes or steel pipes. I need to actually find something to do with those first. Or like how to reliably produce them. But I could figure something out there. I might just be lazy about it. Because, you know, I think I'm focusing on too many things at once. Instead of just doing this. This is spawn, I don't really care about that. Can't upgrade anything here. Protection amplifier. I think this is power. Well, obviously, alien power augmenter. We do have a lot of summer sloops. Actually, less than I thought I would. I only have 11? Maybe they're naturally rarer. According to my power. They're a little bit rarer, yeah. But I do need more bombs. Now, if I remember correctly... I don't even know what I'm trying to do here. What? Huh? What is this? What do I have in my hands? Portable miner. Huh. How about that? I have so much just garbage in my inventory. Say lovey. Okay. Well, let's head over. Let us head over to do the coal plant, because I think that's where I have some, like, black powder production. And then we'll be able to make bombs from there. Maybe the cantaloupe I ate was too juicy. Man. All the cantaloupes here, right? I can't even say it right now. Most of the time when I eat a cantaloupe, it's just out of season. So it's just, like, hard. Although I can't really remember the last time that I have wanted to eat a specific fruit and it happened to be in season. Otherwise, I just go for dry apples. You, sir, should be producing black powder. That's right. So if I take some of you, and by some I mean a lot, go over to this workbench. Is cantaloupe really different from melon? Depends on what kind of melon you're talking about. Oh, I can't produce in this kind of one. Okay, here we go. You looking like a watermelon? Or like 700 of these bastards. Holy shit. Or are you talking about like a honeydew? I'd say it's like texture-wise closest to honeydew, but has a different flavor. It's a little sweeter than honeydew. Yellow outer colors. I think that is just a cantaloupe, right? The orange? The orange flesh? What's the color of the flesh? We're gonna be making so many bombs. We're gonna be set for a while. You gotta listen to the sweet, sweet industrialization ambience. How nice. I'm still too big on the screen, I just realized. There are never enough bombs. Blue, are you sure you're not American? More! See, this would be easier if I just made them in a, like, assembler. The issue is the steel. Although, oh, I could make a second foundry. I could make another steel plant with all that coal that's over by Oily Town City. It's not a bad idea. Great thinking, Matthew. We made bombs first. Is that true? Did Germany make the first bombs? Strongest bomb user in history versus the strongest bomb user of today. I thought China made the first bombs. No, not atomic bomb. It's the first bomb in history. Not atomic. I guess it really depends on the definition of bomb. Because it was China who discovered gunpowder. First non-nuclear bomb. I know we were the first one to use them so recklessly. Oh, yes. It's the invention of early black powder. I'm not going to use an AI overview. That's dumb. When and who created the first non-nuclear regular bomb? As I thought, there was a lot of discussion online about what exactly a bomb is. By 1221, we see the first records of what resembles a regular bomb during the siege of Qizhou. The Jin dynasty would use gunpowder explosive with an iron body to take down the Shang walls. The Shang commander Zhao Yurong. In shape, they are like gourds. Oh, this is a quote from him. In shape, they are like gourds, but with a small mouth. They are made of pig iron, about 2 inches thick, and cause the city's walls to shake. So China. But yes, indeed, Germany has a history with bombs. I don't know, mate. Look at this. Oh, my head, my big fat head is still in the way. I'm gonna lie, the industrial ambience has cleared my brain while I make rubber bands. Good. Alright, we've got bombs. We change stuff, I'm gonna like German sister. Well, luckily, we're done. And we're headed back to Oily Town City. Oh, and there goes Haley's ambience. Ah! Perfect. Now you can write your content as educational. One of these days, I think I will do a dumb, like, lecture hall about some niche, stupid things that I know a lot about. That would be very funny. Make a PP night of it. There you go, now we get a hypertube ambience. Skill shoot of what? Yeah, let me make myself smaller. Yeah, that's right. My brain is fully cleared, so I'm good. Now you have to listen to that 6 songs at once music that I sent in that channel. Observe. Remember who you are. Spoken with vent on Genshin. A clarification was needed for. What's the event? Look at this stupid little train. See, if I just put a backwards locomotive on that train, it would have fixed that problem, but I only saw that afterwards. Did listen to the 6 songs at once video. It helps when I play video games. It's so helpful, bro. Like, genuinely, it's great. Why did I use these bombs? Why did I obtain them? Where do you always find them? They're always so funny. But they make my ADHD brain very quiet. There's a channel. It's whatever. I listen to a bunch, so it's just regularly on my For You page. But there's this one channel, and I forget, it's like Tops something along those lines. If you just look at they like to do Bad Apple and Michael Jackson and Kiss. and I think Atsuki Records is the name of the other band. Just look up at 4 songs at once. Different ears, you'll get it. Oh, let's see if we have enough of the encased beams now. I think an event you have challenged to kill sea animals underwater, and they're at least 6 levels higher than me. Damn! You must become strong. Oh, that was the wrong choice. I thought it was going the other way, even though I'm the one who designed that conveyor belt. Alrighty. Ah! Oh, and then I can salvage some of the conveyor belts that are right there. Alright, we should be good. Okay, see, I've got this guy. This is all of our sulfur. Oh. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, yeah, we're good. And then we take a splitter right here. Plug them in here. And we take this merger that's all the way over there. Perfection. So now it'll all feed into here. Although, I could just be better about it. And because I know I'm gonna double up on these, right? Unless they're already doubled. Okay, they're not. So I know I'm gonna double up on them. So I could just have a case. Here's a 4. And here's the other line. You know, I combine. We put our little wall mounts right here. Put these guys on here. Combine. Great. So he's feeding directly into that. And then we take a splitter. And then we take some mergers, put them on these existing lines. Perfect. So now our 3 are split evenly, and we can just start carrying everything over. Oh wait, no, but some of these are different, right? These are not all pure. You're pure. I think you're normal. Yeah, so these are not... Okay. So I do have to combine them all into one. Because of their different outputs. Damn it. I thought it was cool for a second. How foolish. Alright, merger. Well, you know, put my splitter here first, and then my merger here. Well. How do I think about this systematically? Because if I'm doubling all this, you know, I want to get up to 800 or whatever. Okay, is this half? No. So this will get me... That's 240. I think I need better logistics. Oh, but I do technically have better logistics available to me now. I'll just have to come around and upgrade them, so that's fine. I'll do that when I need to. So merge you all into here. Plug you into here. You both split. And then we carry on as normal. And then we come back with our outclad sheets. We upgrade these later. Honestly, I could do a outclad sheet thingy. Something's wrong, but you know, it's always the case. I need to find out where in this lineage, or this conveyor belt line, that the, it's not right. Because it's moving too slow. Is it this thing? No. Ah, goodbye, Vern. Oh, it's probably this one. Yep. There we go. Now you're filling up normally. How are you doing? You're good now. Alright, well, let's go set up our outclad sheet dimensional depot. And then by the time we come back, that'll be finished. Sometimes I get yanked back because the door handle catches my t-shirt. It's for real, bro. I keep a lanyard sticking out of my pocket, and so whenever I'm working, it gets caught on shit all the time. Accidentally open drawers and get stuck in doors. You know, you would think at a point in time I would just, like, stuff the entire lanyard into my pocket, but alas. Alas, I do not learn. Poor York. Oh, there's a question that's been plaguing my family recently. Are y'all Team Edward? Or are you Team Jacob? There's a lot of faults for both sides, I'm afraid. But I have to know. This has been a constant debate. The lanyard thingies always look cool when they just think, I know. Although I need to get a better one because I've had the same lanyard since freshman year. But they're just so cool. Always the vampire. Who are those people? What do you mean, who are those people? My family? Oh! It's from Twilight. Or you can go the queer rounds 18 Bella. I think there's a certain group that movie was servicing. And I don't think it was the queer route, unfortunately. They were very clearly trying to shove either Jacob or Edward down everyone's throats. But you know, if Bella's your girl, Bella's your girl. I never really watched Twilight. Your family, of course. No, idiot. Where is there an option? Is there a show that hosts all options? Or a movie series where everyone is equally viable? No, the real third party was her dad. What's his name? Charlie? The cop? I say no, and I really don't know. You guys never watched Twilight? Huh. How about that? I've learned something. Perhaps Twilight's not as popular as I thought it was. But that and like Aquamarine were a constant staple in my house. I was just going to say that the amount of people who love Charlie is, especially as everyone has, you know, aged up, Charlie's the reasonable option. Charlie, I mean, I get it, but why the dad? I think that's the point, Haley. It's because he is the dad. Because he is like 40 years old. And that mustache spawned a new wave of something. Am I in the right place? No. I need to go up. I didn't like it you know. Oh, I only read the last half of your sentence. I watched the first 2 episodes, but I didn't like it. Yeah. I can't say I liked it, but it was due to the demographic that I lived around. I was always around it. And move this back a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's curved, but you know, that's fine. Alright, so we got these going. No, everyone in that movie's weird because but I gotta stick to the cliches and go with vampires as shitty as they are. Yeah. Can't really trace on the characters I said for. See, that's my thing, Annika, though. I think everyone in there is a bad option. Like, yeah, you got the cliches, you know, oh, I love werewolves, I'm gonna go Team Jacob, or, oh, I love vampires, I'm gonna go Team Edward. But everyone is just a little weird. Guys, I mean, Edward was 100 and something years old. Having the hots for a 17-year-old, that's a little weird. And Jacob imprinted onto a baby. That's a little weird. Charlie is honestly the most reasonable choice. Although he was a little bit of an absent dad, if I remember correctly. Hey, Alpaca. You kind of have to go for Edward as Jacob later, imprinting on freaking newborn. Exactly. They both are shooting well beneath their age range, shall I say. Except Charlie. So as a straight man, I do have to say that I am on Team Charlie. Stephanie Meyer was certainly on something when she wrote that. Because I think she said that she had a dream of it. Or like, no. Okay, I know there's the weird connection from like, from 9/11 to Twilight. And what was it? It was like 9/11 happened. Gerard Way saw it. Used that inspiration, if you want to call it that, to make My Chemical Romance. Stephanie Meyer, I think, listened to My Chemical Romance and got some inspiration to write Twilight because of it. And I know it goes a step further. I think it, like, 9/11 is, like, connected to the fall of Ellen DeGeneres. I think there's something that connects Dakota Johnson to Twilight, and then Dakota Johnson to the Ellen Show, saying that, you know, oh, I did invite you and all that. What can you expect from a fanfic, to be honest? You're right. I saw the memes at the two Twilight guys, one of them was being pregnant. Why? Mpreg. Mpreg blue. It's in demand. What you know about the Omegaverse? Let's see. Oh, we're not quite there yet. But as I replace some of the original MK belts with the MK5 belts, I should be able to get that. My internet was gone for a second. Ah, you missed! I know, but why? It's just the way it has to be. How do these ones look? Oh, okay, we do go quick. Yeah, they kind of look the same as the M4s. Okay, well, no, there's this little railing. This is an MK5, and this is an MK4. It's a little bit stronger. How much do they move? 780? Nice. It's fading ember. Ah! Damn. Still not enough. By like a good amount. So what if... Okay, we have to take another trip back. Because I think my resource... I don't think I have a storage leading right into my dimensional depot for my encased steel beams. And so that means if I do that, once it hits 200 in my... or 400 or whatever, in my depot, it won't get backed up and make more and more and more in product. So if I do put a storage there, it will be able to do that. And so I won't have this issue in the future. Okay, so I understand just shipping them together because they hate each other. Yeah, that's a pretty common thing. You have two characters who hate each other and people like to ship because of that. What happened over Dakota Johnson? Well, the connections between 9/11 and the fall of Ellen DeGeneres, passing through Gerard Way, My Chemical Romance, and Twilight. I've returned. Welcome back. Dakota Johnson ties into that because she plays in 50 Shades. 50 Shades is a Twilight fanfic. That's what the connection was. That's what it was. 50 Shades is a Twilight fanfic. Interesting stream. You know, from the origin of bombs to the connections of 9/11 and Ellen DeGeneres. What more could you ask for? What was I doing? I think we're going over here. Yeah, see, there's not a something over there. Yep. So if I take you out, and I put, you know, for the gits and shiggles, we'll do this. So now this huge bay is connected. And so once this fills up, this will start to get filled up and I won't have to have too much of an issue anymore. I thought of you guys, oh my sleep. I learned something from Evermere. I don't think that's a good. Ah! What? Also, didn't 9/11 also cause something with the Oppenheimer movie? I don't know that one. Okay, let's head back. Who's in? Let's see. Connections from 9/11 to Oppenheimer. Okay, here we go. Christopher Nolan says he got hooked on the story of Oppenheimer after Robert Pattinson gave him a book of Oppenheimer's speeches at the Tenet wrap party. Gotcha. So I guess the pipeline would be 9/11 occurred, Gerard Way saw it, made My Chemical Romance, Stephanie Meyers listened to My Chemical Romance, and then made Twilight. Twilight then got produced into a movie. Robert Pattinson got placed as Edward, obviously, got his huge debut, gained more fame from it, starred in Tenet with Christopher Nolan, or as Christopher Nolan directing, and then in the wrap party, Pattinson gave Nolan this book of speeches, and then Nolan was inspired and made Oppenheimer. The butterfly effect is so cool, everybody. My internet keeps crashing. It's that damn heat. How is the heat wave going over there? Is it still as unbearable as previously? Oh, I think we can make it now. Ah. Holy shit, so Twilight's connected to My Chemical Romance? No, so Stephanie Meyers, the author of Twilight, the books, listened to My Chemical Romance, and using those feelings, wrote Twilight. Okay, I'm being super. What was the butterfly effect again? Like, in general, the butterfly effect, what it means, or like how 9/11 connects to Oppenheimer? The heat wave is over, luckily, but it's still not winter or autumn, so it's still bad. Nice. At least it's over. Oh, and then this thing is still slow. There we go. All right. Sweet. So this is now fully functional. And we can get this show on the road. Okay. So what I think I'll do... How many do you produce? We can do... We can connect them this way, so get them up to here. So we want to connect these all into kind of a single pipe. I can do 2 if necessary. Yes, thank you. In general, it's a butterfly effect. So the butterfly effect is... I think that the proverb goes... I don't know if it's a proverb. The saying goes... A butterfly flaps its wings in California and a hurricane happens in Japan. Something like that. So, a tiny action in one place can cause a series of events because of that lead to far greater things. So, say, you know, for example, right? This tree falls, or this mushroom falls. Nothing detrimental happens besides the tree falling. But now you can say, oh, now there are going to be animals that can't have this tree as its home. And so animal production is just slightly under, but say that, or prey that uses this tree for safety is, you know, slightly under what it was before. And say that the predator to prey ratio is 50-50 or whatever, matching. Now the predators will outrule the prey. And so the predators will hunt the prey into oblivion, and so they'll die. And then the predators will then die out because of that. And then there will be no predators or prey within an ecosystem, and then the foliage will begin to grow because there's no prey animals to eat that. And so an entire ecosystem is destroyed because one tree fell. Let's see, 25, so it's 200, 400. So yeah, I can put this onto a single line. Now the real question is, how do I, is this the height that it wants to be at? Slightly above my eye line. Yeah. Is there a moon now? Like a real moon? Not like a real moon, but like a moon that shines in the darkness. It was raining so much last stream, but not anymore. Kind of weird. Oh well. So let us get everything merged over here. So have a merger facing this way. Great. So it's still only 25, so I don't really have to care too much. Oh, great! It is just enough distance that I don't need another, like a support beam or whatever. The sneeze count is now 10. Nice. I don't know why I sneeze so much. If Daisy was here, she'd make fun of my little nose. There we go. So now everything is combined into this singular port. So I feel like I should put a, like an output right here. There we go. And then I can combine these two. Oh, in a second. We just have to wait a little bit of time for this next one to be made. Anytime now. Yeah. Alright. So now all that will be flowing into here. Now you're not moving though. You're not moving fast enough? Did I miscalculate? Or maybe this is just how the manifold works. Everything needs to drain first. You know, I could just have it at MK5 and just make it a little bit easier. There we go. Everything's moving a little bit faster, but I think predominantly everything has to drain first, right? Yeah. So, coal compactor's complete. That's what that node looks like. Pretty cool. So, let's start to get these refineries going. You send it to the right. Let's take a gander. Like a little baby unicorn. Alrighty. So now, we're assuming that each one of these have an output of 300. Why are you sideways? Oh, I don't have the crystal anyway. Womp womp. Okay. So I should probably make a whole bunch of these little nodes. Yeet. Not really nodes, but like places to build, you know? And then we can just copy it once we find a good plan that we like. It's 300. And I have 400 copper over there. We did the math last time and then I forgot. $400. So that's 15 times 10 is 300. And then 15, 30, 45. 45 times 6 is 90. So I can do 6, so 16. So 16 times 22.5. If I can pull out my handy dandy calculator. Calc. 22.5 times 16. 360, so it's a little bit more. No, this is wrong. I have No, this is right. Is it wrong? I'm so confused. No, no. So I have 8 of these guys. They're producing... No, I have 16 of these guys. Yeah, they're giving me 400. What am I trying to do here? I think my issue is that, like, this is clearly not enough. And I should get more. Now the question is... Do I? I could set up another one of them right here. Because that's only 360 fuel that I'm using. That's hardly anything. I have so much more... Oh wait, no, that's fuel, not oil. How much oil does it make to take fuel? So 360 divided by 400 is 9. So I need 9 refineries to make fuel. So 9 times 60 is 540. So yeah, okay. It still will take me less than 2 towers of oil. If I could double that to like half of my oil production, that'd be cool. That's so much work. My brain just turned off. My brain is shutting down right now. So we've got this lad, right? How are you all doing? You all produce me a good amount. Because you do 120. 240, 360, 480. So if I just double this, you know, this is very easy to do. But then the issue is the transfer of the sulfur. I don't think... No, okay, yeah, okay, no, I can. So let's just double all of this now. But here's the thing, if I double all of it... I can't transfer all of it. Because that's only 780. So I need to have 2 lines. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. This is 480 each. Give me my power shards. So turning these guys to double their production. I should get a monster. My first one today. When does today start? The story was from yesterday. Okay, so now what I can do is I can pull another belt out of here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need more encased beams. You know, the outclad sheets are easier to make at this rate. Just upgraded to 5, bro. What do you mean? Internet crashed again. Ugh. Your internet's not having a fun time. Let's see. If I sit right here, it's this guy. So actually, what I should be doing is not this. What? Go like this. And then I put a hole in it. And then I drop this guy down. And then I drop this guy down. Yeah, we'll drop him right here. And then this guy. What? Are you kidding me? Ugh. Okay, wait. Okay, I think I learned something about this. How do I swap? Quick switch? No. Do I lock the hologram? No. How do I... Sort of right... Oh. I think I can, like, reverse these somehow, right? Yes! There it is. Okay, so now this will send up coal. Great. There has been less consistent in my ex for the past week, instructing my entire family. Insane. Woof. That's rough, buddy. Come down to me. Drink the pineapple monster? Is this a pineapple monster? I only know the white monsters and the Java, the Mocha Java, and just the regular Java monsters. Those were my shit. Okay, so we have this line of coal now. So actually, oh, I don't have any fuel. What do you guys mean by saying woof? Woof is like a, like an oof, you know? Woof. Like, oh, you had to work a double shift? Woof. That's tough. No, I mean woof. W-O-F. I don't know, it's just something my father used to say all the time. And it passed on to me. What am I doing? Sulfur. Uh-oh. It's fine. I'm fine. That's fine. I guess I'll take the frickin' elevator again. Wish we had the Java ones here. My sister loves them, but they're like $6 per can because we have to import them. I just got mine on a vending machine for like $2. Those things kept me alive. But now I've switched to Red Bull. The summer edition of Red Bull, fire. Mix it with lemonade, so great. I forgot what I was doing again. Something with sulfur. I think I'm doubling the sulfur production. See, but then kind of my issue. I gotta find a better way to handle the sulfur production because it needs 800 per second minimum. But these are all different values. So if I take you, I think I can probably do something funky with this one at least. If I take you, I have an excess of 80. So can I divide this? Can I make some stupid machine? That divides it all? Okay. Let's build it without interrupting the flow of it, right? So if I take splitter, right? 240, 240. Now if I take another splitter, 120, 120. Now if I take another splitter, 40, 40, 40. So if I merge this back into here, and then this back into here, it should work, and I can take a merger right here. And then this will produce 80 for me. There we go. So this will produce 80. I hear sneeze again. Ugh. Ow. That hurt. Combine them here. So 240 plus 80. So it's 320. And I put this one here. 90. We've got excess. We're good. So then these just merge into one. This one has its own line. And then I just need to merge this one, this one. All right. This should evenly divide 40. Not 40. To 800 and 800, right? So let's do our math one more time so we don't mess it up. We got 180 coming out of here. 240, 240. Right? 120, 120. This 120 goes back here, makes 360. This 120 comes over here, takes 80 of it out because it's 40, 40, 40. 80 goes into here. 40 goes into here. For you goes in here, so 160, 240 makes 400 on the dot. This one comes up over here. 80 combines over there. So we have 80 over there. I have 90 right here. So we're 170. 170 plus that is 310. We're good. Slightly a little bit over there. Wonderful. Now these two lines both have 400 going on them, and they both can travel that because they're Mark 4s, right? Yep, Mark 4s do 480. So we're good. So now we can make a second compact coal node. So we go over here. Zoop. 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 I'm gonna get annoying at a point in time, so I'll just stop on the head. Okay. Get a little bit more space for it. No idea what just went on, but okay. We can make a second one of these, basically. Got lost at the math. Oh, the sweet math. Okay, new flooring. That's all great and dandy. Let's make it pretty. By pretty, I mean make it look like concrete. Ainton. So confused by the math, I forgot my monster. I take care of that now. Oh, it's gonna start lagging because for some reason the game really doesn't like it when you paint a bunch of things at once. Alright, great. So now, I need to build 16 assemblers side by side again. Can I make them like really, really side by side? I can. Do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. Now how wide were these across? The monster was secured. Very good. It's a little bit more than a block apart each. Is this right? No. Went a little bit off to the side. There we go. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. We gotta have our line coming over here. There we go. ADHD is too strong for me. Okay. Too long? What do you mean too long? Is it slightly at an angle? That's gonna piss me off. Is this angled? Or is this straight? Am I crazy? It looks slightly angled. Oh, wait, no, reverse that. Damn it. Okay, let's bring it out to here. Let's bring it out to right here. So we take this lad. Go, oh, see that? Why is there an angle? What's going on? What is going on? Why do you turn at the end? What? Boogada pepper. Okay. Let's just set up this first. We'll be able to angle into everything. Okay. You all only need 25 coal each. That means I can do the smallest belt possible. It does look angled. You are crazy. It's angled. Why not center? I don't know. Oh, because we're not centering it because we're going to put another line over here that's in the air with sulfur. Like over here. So they both have their own lane. You know, coal's on the left, sulfur's on the right. Promise that one was intentional. I'm not going across or against organization for the gits and shickles. So now what we can do is go like this. Build all these guys for our sulfur inputs. And then grab our splitters here. There's a lot of verticality to this this module. Because we'll have the tracks that run across everything at the end as well. Okay. So then we come over here, and this is no longer needing to be split. It just comes across construction lines. Goes into here. And it should also now evenly distribute all of the sulfur. It's a little off to the side because I made this gap a little too big, but alas. And so now we can go ahead and put our power lines pretty much down the middle. Right in front of each one of these conveyor belts. power everything. All of this extra power, is it really worth it? Because I'm soaking up so much power. How much production am I actually getting out of this? I should probably do the math on that, but I think I'm too lazy. And then the last power line goes right over there. No, wait. Should go right here and then over here. So now all these should be powered. So as soon as I say, hey, make some compact coal, y'all making it good. Somebody call it Dr. Rat's too lazy for math. It's all right, fine. Let's do the math. As soon as I finish putting all of this in, let's do the math. I may be lazy, but I'm also very easily taunted. No. You don't want to do all the math, Blue? Insert fading and booning. There we go. Got another one of these lads. Let's get a construction fence set around them. No, no more math. I thought we loved math. There we go. What's the difference? Huh. You can rotate these for some odd reason. There we go. So I can go ahead and set up my second industrial storage here. I will eventually carry all this. I want this to finish constructing first, which should only take like, what, 4 minutes? Why are you idle? Oh, because of the coal. Oh, no, no, no. It takes 4 minutes for them to fill up once the manifolds are all working. But everything needs to be uploaded first. So these guys in the center need to get filled first and finish making all their crap. So that'll happen. So now I have 800 coal, compacted coal, which attributes us to how much rocket fuel can we make. So 800 divided by 15 is 53. I think I did my math wrong somewhere. Am I actually getting 800? No. I'm getting like 400, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 800. Yeah, 800. So I can have 53 compactors. Or refineries. Because it's 15 compacted coal, right? Who said we love math? I said, do you love math? Okay, it is 15. So 15 compacted coal. So that's 53. We'll leave some room for excess because it's just good stability, you know. 53 of them times 22.5. We need 1,192.5 fuel. Now, fuel gets made at a rate of 60 to 40. So divide this by 40 tells me how many machines I'll need. I'll need 29.812. So obviously I'm going to round that up to 30 just so we can have that excess point. So I need 30 machines taking 60 coal or 60 crude oil. So that's 118 crude oil. So that's 3, 6, 12, 18. There we go. So that's using 6 of my 8 towers to get all this turbo fuel. And then I have 2 more towers left over for plastic and rubber and crap like that. But we'll also get the residue, right? So this will go well. So now I just need to make something that, like a little cube for each one of these guys. So each one can take 5. Because I'm getting 300 crude oil from each one of these. Alright, so let's look. So 1, is this the wrong way? No. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Let's actually angle this differently. How do I want to do this? Music is kind of nice. It is. I tolerate math at best. Perish. I mean, wrath you. All right, let's look at one lineage of what this is like, right? So I get my fuel. I make my 40. Should I just have all of these creating, one stop at a time, right? I think I should. So I should have my entire tower turn everything into fuel first, have a stockpile of fuel, and just do that 6 times. And then I can take those fuel nodes and travel them somewhere else. Let's do that. So, refinery. Let's set them all up lengthwise this way. So that way we can kind of build inward, maybe. How do I want to do this? Doobie doopy doobie beep boop. I gotta find what song this is for y'all and make it that way. Or I can just have some nice open space in the center here and just expand out that way, which is probably the way I should go. So we have this. We'll build the furthest I can. Three, 4, 5. So that's going to be one node. And we're going to do the manifold as always. Luckily, now the question is, do I keep these up at the same height? Because that would look cool. I think I will. And just like drop them down into it. So if I carry my tubes, instead of bringing them immediately down and across, if I keep them hovered in the air and then let them drop the oil into there, that'd be cool. Do you think I can stack these here? And then can I stack a pipeline on top of that? Oh yeah. Glorious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which I think is just the stack limit, right? So right before its foot. Technically we're gonna have to do that a little bit differently, but that's fine. Man, I say a lot of things like right before its foot and like blah 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 all the time, and I wonder how many people keep up with the random garbage that I say. And then, oh, I can just do a T-junction. Blah, blah, blah. Does it make a little helpful thing right there every time? How sweet. And then I do horizontal to vertical. So how does that look? I mean, that looks kind of cool. A lot of verticality there. It makes it look very industrial. I try my best. Sometimes with these track I focus as much as I can. Not a worry, my friend. Okay, so we set these all to fuel. Now, we do have to deal with the residual or the polymer resin as well. But for the sake of things, we can now just put a big ol' industrial fluid buffer right here that we can feed everything into. T-junction. Oh shit! I want a strawberry monster. Oh, that looks good. Randy, thanks. What kind of monster did you end up grabbing? I take all of the polymer resin and I shove it somewhere else. I have one of these guys. What the hell? Merge everything. accidentally grab a white one, didn't notice my first sip. Woof. You've been cursed. Let me make sure, with the amount of aluminum that I'm using, that it is getting the bauxite and coal necessary to survive. So let's go take a trip down to Bamboolium Streams. I even placed a new strawberry monster in the fridge before grabbing a cold one. Hey, you replenished though. Now there's a second cold. I mean, you could just go get another one and then put the white one back in the fridge with like saran wrap on top, so it keeps the carbonation. Look at how much we've done to this world. Gosh, I have so many bombs. Woof, Annie. See, Ramen said I said go replace it. I did not say have another. I might have said you had another, but then I corrected myself at the end. I told you put saran wrap on the first one to save it. Although, would that just make it like a balloon at the top? How would that pressure work? Remember when Rat's profile was snowman with the fire mullet? Yeah. I've been trying to test on my drawing tablet, and I've like recently come to the conclusion that I kind of suck at drawing faces, which is why I always drew monsters. And so I've got a sheet that I'm just making new layer after new layer after new layer. So I have like a single like progression file where I'm just drawing plague over and over and over again, and like finding out what I suck at and like trying to fix it and trying to learn from that. And my current profile picture is after I realized I made like a very angry looking plague, and then I just went full tilt into it, and I love her now. Second monster it is. Oh boy. Stupid little roads. That's my sand production that I should probably actually do something with. She's wonderful. She's done with so much. That completely empty truck. Ugh. In fact, the RPs we made for the server consists out of, I want to say 35 layers. Nice. I think there was a point, I took an animation class, and it just got to like I used it in Adobe Photoshop where they just told you to do a layer after layer after layer. And I honestly don't know how useful that information was. Let's see. You're still kept cool. You're not. And this is all still getting filtered up here, which I should probably kill that. Turn you off for the time being. Am I using this bauxite? Probably. Where's the iron? Scaterium. Where's the coal? Is the coal in this one? Yeah, here's the coal. Coal's looking low. So are my coal and bauxite breaking? It's definitely a broken truck right there. Should probably take some fuel. That'd be, you know, the wise thing to do. I wonder why the movement of these is so slow. Or like, what has caused them? You should update us, the art channel of your progress, if you have papers. See, I was having to talk to IU about art tips and like improving, and we got to the topic of like showing progress and stuff like that, and I was like, you know, people really only care or like new beginnings when you're good. Like, if you have like a bad beginning and you haven't improved, it's just your current art. So I'm gonna wait to show my bad beginnings until I'm comfortable and confident in my current art. But I do intend on getting to art streams eventually. Once I like my art, you know? Here's more bauxite. There you go. And then once I like my art, I'll show you my humble beginnings. But I've been watching a lot of stuff in order to keep my motivation up, in order to learn and progress. I need, like, more technical advice, rather than just like, yeah, keep drawing, learn from your mistakes. No, I'm like, no, teach me how to draw a drawline, bro. Give me those tips. Why is everything running out of fuel? There he goes. I don't think there's more bauxite over there, so I think all the bauxite is normal. Maybe it was just... I don't know. I don't know why everything broke. Alas. I'll have to keep an eye on it. I know they're fixing trucks and how they operate. Now you should show all the beginnings. I mean, everyone here claimed to like the cripple pads I made in the beginning. Nah, I'm not a confident lad. I'll show all the beginnings. Once I like it. I'll show, like, my terrible beginner art, like, from decades ago. Not decades. Decade ago. I can't use decades yet! Although I have gotten to the point where I can start saying confidently, like, yeah, 15 years ago, I did blah, 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 blah. And it started to wound me. There was like a couple months ago, I was driving to work and I was like, how old am I? And I was like, oh fuck, am I actually, or heck, I actually is old. Forward march of time is a cruel mistress. Well, you'll see my beginnings. Deal with it. And I always think about like the times of like, oh yeah, when I'm going back at the stop. No. Go back, I went to the wrong place. How do I get rid of this to-do list? What? What is it? Okay, that's done. Anyway. I always think about like, oh, when I was in elementary school and I would see a 5th grader and think like, oh my gosh, they're so old, they're so cool, whatever. And then when I got to 5th grade, you know, I'd see like the seniors for our football team from the high school come over to the elementary every Friday when we had a home game. Like, be able to high five them, and they were like so cool and monoliths and all this. And like, I remember getting to 18 and being, man, I still don't know anything. I'm still so stupid. I'm still, I don't feel old. I feel young still. But then I got to the point where I was a couple months ago. I was like, how do I feel about time? What is this? Am I old? Am I young? I don't know. My Snapchat has started showing me recaps from 10 years ago. Whoa. Luckily I didn't use Snapchat until however many years ago. And when I didn't take a lot of photos when I started. But having it be like years since high school is crazy work. I was talking to my sister and came to the realization that I learned about something in music class over 10 years ago. Yeah. Time's weird. Very cool. Very weird. What was I doing? I was just making sure Bauxite was working. Okay. Anyway, are you guys fully set? Manifolds are complete. Love to see it. What the hell? Alright. Only you two. Whatever. It's a mindset. It is a mindset. Hello, IO. Alright, let's get everything set up again. Just barely above the eye level, right? Yep. I tried playing the trumpet almost 15 years ago, and they still suck. See, that's how I feel about art. Like, I started so long ago, and you know, a lot of my basis of learning was looking at an image and then directly copying it, and it wasn't really like studying anatomy or anything like that. And like, makes sense. I was a child, but then I never like grew out of that, and I always just stayed copying exactly, and I got really good at copying and never being able to like form something from my mind. So now that I'm trying to do that, I suck, and like I just stopped practicing after high school, and so I've returned to a primordial terrible state. Let's see if these two can connect. I doubt it, because we made our gap bigger than last time. Oh, God bless. I do not want to make all of these support pillars. Can you do an art of redrawing Legbird? I can try. Once I get back to that point. Believe it or not, the Legbird was from from memory. I didn't study anything for that. That accursed image. It's been years since I graduated high school, and I still can't believe I'm working on my bachelor's degree. Dude. As soon as you leave high school, time speeds up. And I find myself thinking, like, man, I wish I could go back to high school. Not because, like, I peaked in high school or anything like that. I was not. I was not cool in high school. But it's just like, yeah, being able to be around friends all the time. Going, you know, observing new things, and time wasn't so sudden, and blah, blah, blah. It was just, ugh. Shit's tough. Yeah, it's a weird feeling. Alright, so we've got our second layer. Look at that. This is an organized place. We should put, oh, I should put a, I should put a tower here. Are you cool now? Cool's the mindset, IU. I think you're cool right when you stop caring about being cool. Gorge. Alright. Let's build 5 more of these. Goodness. So it stops right here. Should probably give a space. And we have 1 right here, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much space do these take up afterwards? I mean, less than a block, you know? So we give it 2. Or a 1.5 from there, give it a space there. There's the 1.5. Give it a space, we start the next ones right here. 1, oh. I think yeah, that shunted too forward. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta build more platforms. No, I'm more at a point where I desperately want a job again, and I'm actively applying to openings rather than going back to school, even though things were technically easier in school. Yeah. Once you go out into the workforce, you start to realize, like, man, school was nice. Because, you know, you just gotta, like, it was dependable, you know? Like, yep, I go into school at, I gotta be in my first period by 7:15, and then 55 minutes later, second period. And you gotta have a nice, consistent schedule. Not a lot of responsibility, other than doing your own work. It was nice. Was nice indeed. 1, 2, 3. Ah, shit. Three, 4, 5. Half, 1, 2. One. Is that right? No. But on the other hand, having a job is also sick as hell, because that means you get money. And you can spend it on things that you couldn't in high school. So, you know, there's pros and cons. You get more responsibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that it also means you can be more of your own person. Oh, that's pretty sick, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I do it right at the foot? Did I do it a space away? Did it a space away? Okay. Getting a responsibility and getting money so I can get tattoos sounds like a win-win to me. Still gotta figure out what my next ones are gonna be. I'm thinking sleeves, or I'm gonna my forearms. I don't know. Oh, concrete! Fuck yeah, concrete. Well, I ran out of concrete. How about that? Let's go take a gander at that, shall we? Though I am more of a get more money so I can buy more books kind of person. Or just like more like cool utility stuff, because like Prime Day just happened, so I got this drawing tablet aforementioned, got bookshelves, got upgrades for my computer. Is great, and that's the real responsibility. Upgrading, not responsibility, the real my personal benefits for having to endure responsibility. I don't think Rathy or anyone else here is old, and it's normal to feel younger than you are. In this context, age is just a silly number. I mean, the nonsense, let me know. No, you're good. It really is all just perspective, and you know, a lot of it goes back to how us younger viewed people older, and now that we are older than the people we thought were older and that were cool, that we're not cool anymore. So a lot of it's definitely an internalized stuff. And so, truly, we only have ourselves to blame. But then there's also like the idea of like, oh yeah, if you don't do this by this age, then you're cooked or whatever. I mean, shit. Thing is, I should get some tattoos on my back because I'm at a point where I'm semi-decently covered on the front, but when you see me from behind, there's no tattoos. So that's my opposite. I'm only back tattoos. Concrete. Because I used so much of it while I was making that foundation. Which I should go ahead and hunt Mercer Spheres. That'll probably be something I do off stream. I only make 30 of these per minute. That's crazy. Maybe I should put my depot somewhere else so I can have a more dedicated one, because this is the one that shares it with the encased steel beams. But I think I have another one. I could have just gone out of that door. There we go. This will be able to load it faster. So you're a pure node, right? No, you're normal, huh? Producing 90. Each of you consume 45. So yeah, it's the same amount, but it's a dedicated amount this time. I don't know what to get on my pack. Davy Jones. Already have a huge bat on the right. Davy Jones. Get the Octopus Man himself. Coolest bad guy in the Pirates of the Caribbean series. Although I saw that they're redoing the ride in, I think it's Disneyland, the one in Florida? No, Disney World's the one in Florida. I think they're redoing that one, getting rid of like the old animatronics and putting like new ones with like the projected faces on it, and it's not the same. It's got to be old and musty. Or the Black Pearl. The Black Pearl is also a good choice. Alrighty. How's our concrete looking now? It's restoring back to its previous glory. How much does this use? 2 per? Yeah, it's a little tough. Oh, we have so many more to go. Was that a fool? Yeah, it was. Okay. Gotta make them nice and pretty. We all know that the end game is fashion frame. I'm so disappointed that I was frickin' plagued. Last stream as in, when was that? Was that Thursday? I'm so pissed. I was supposed to do the other quest for Warframe, the Lotus Eaters. I think it was the Hex. But like as soon as that stream ended, like that was online. I think besides my intro outro or whatever, I was there for like 6 minutes, and I had to like rest my head because it was too nauseous. And now I have to wait another week. Damn it. There we go. And that's just another week that I have to delay Dark Tide. Maybe I should delay Warframe a little bit. Do something different. Because me and Ash still need to catch up on quite a few things in Warframe. Oh, but the story and TennoCon is about to happen on the 10th. Probably be a good idea to get it all done then. Wonder if I can persuade him to do another Warframe. I don't know. Is it still okay to call you Unk now? And then there just for the gits and shiggles. You can call me Unk. I deserve it. Been thinking of covering my first tattoo ever with a dark ornamental style. The portrait of Jack Sparrow on my upper arm shoulder. More Warframe. Why are we even asking? And I was also surprised. Typically, you guys just make fun of me without my consent. I was surprised that it was a turn of pace this time around. More chaos, no understand. It's just here to yap. Warframe is fun to watch. That's good. Or are you trying to avoid Dark Tide? Is that it? Oh shit. Warframe has some great cinematics though. It'd be very funny if we did like a watch along for TennoCon live streams. Because nobody knows anything. I do like to ask first. Or else I feel bad. Let's see. There we go. It'll have no mercy now, I see. All right. Shit. There we go. All right, let's connect these pipes. Horizontal to vertical. Get these all going. I think it's just so perfect. It lines up right with the edge of that one. And then just drop them. Perfection. We need a watch-along row of TennoCon. But nobody knows what anything... That would be very funny. TennoCon is a 3-day event, though, so I don't know when we would do it. It's in the day, so I don't think Ash has that ability. But I'll see. I'll confer with him. But not Twilight. See, Avatar was still supposed to be the watch-along. And then I think I had to work. Surprise, surprise. $72-hour watch-along stream. Endurance stream, let's go. Watch all of Doctor Who. Oh, like 23 seasons of it. I kept seeing some clips on TikTok, and I am kind of tempted to rewatch it. But only the Matt Smith season. Matt Smith was my guy. Let's binge watch Avatar. I hope you say it like that. I think the goal was like 6 episodes per stream as we get through it. The issue is he and I have like a lot of other things planned too. Like we want Subnautica. But it might be a case of like, yeah, once like Warframe's done and we have got like that series done that we do. That we then move on to Subnautica and like do an alternating thing. Subnautica would be a pain in my ass. But it'd be Subnautica 2 specifically. I don't know how that game is currently formatted. Not formatted, but how well it's received. Do you say it like that? I'm confused. On the meaning, my friend. Can you handle Subnautica, man? Right? Probably not. You'll hear me going "ee" a lot. That's what happened when we played Sea of Thieves. Every single time I had to go into the water, it was terrible. Horrible. Given your phobia. Oh, Subnautica? Or Avatar? I confuse. I'm blue. Get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. Maybe all my I'm sorry. I hate you. I was pulling back my hand and I don't know how to hit my mic. Anyway. I forget what I was saying. I was probably gonna expand it back over there. Oh yeah, water not air bending. Yeah, the sudden bump was not great. There we go. I have also been thinking about doing a Cyberpunk stream or a series of streams, and I love Cyberpunk. The issue is that I've already played Cyberpunk almost twice now. No, entirely twice now. No, I haven't done the ending of my second one. And so I kind of already know everything. And so I don't think that would be as fun. But I haven't done the DLC yet either. But I used to always be a person who's like, man, I hate everything that's Bethesda games. And I do hate everything that's Bethesda games. But I thought I also hated their style of games. Like how Skyrim and Fallout works. Then I played Cyberpunk and it was perfect. So I'm conflicted. There we go. Ah, shit. And the last one. I don't know if you knew this or anything, but Camille just got added to our cats. Ah! So Mithu's banner is over. I did not know. I still do have to do my Arcade stream. Damn it. I don't think I'm gonna roll for him though, because I think I'm full-fledged going for Arcane. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But he is voiced by Alex Lee, and we do love Alex Lee in this household. I've been trying to. I have no luck so far. Oh, that's the worst. I heard he's a fire guy, because I did see a chart talking about like all the elements and how much stronger they got from all their new people. And with the addition of Levitain and Camille, they've gotten a huge boost. There we go. Oh, and I didn't add one here. His moveset is cool from the videos I've seen. I've also heard that he does have like a very flashy moveset. And that he just likes to aura farm all the time. I'm like, you know, that's very vampire of him. I haven't seen anything about it though. Or like, seen any of his moves. Oh! Supposed to be a vampire guy too? Yeah. I thought he was gonna be like a Sarkaz at first because of his like, I think he has horns in his wings, but alas. I do wonder what Ardashir is. Have you played through the story of it yet? The one right after you conk Neferith. There we go. Okay. So now let's combine all of these. How do I do this? So got this. Stack 3 of them right there at the end. Combine all these for the polymer resin that's going to come out of them. So we can just feed it into an awesome sink. Just for the time being, you know. Made it to Wuling City and met Guangfeng Yi. Very good. We love her. Although I fear I just may be too stupid for her moveset. You gotta do a lot for her. And I think I just want to let my brain rest when I play her. Her design is gorgeous. So I think I'll admire her from afar. There we go. Collects all the polymer resin. Now they produce 30, right? 30, so it's 150 from each. 150, 300, 450, 600. I'm gonna be at 2. I can just split them into 2 even ones. So if I go like this, feed it down into the second one, then it's fine, and run a second line across here. And now we're good. And get my 2 awesome sinks. I placed it wrong. I forget how fat they are. There we go. So now that's fine. Now let's get the power set up. Sorry, I got lost. What happened to my tummy hurts? I were talking about Arknights. Why does your tummy hurt? What I could do is I can put 1 and just like share the 2, you know, between the two nodes I get. Connect power here and here, and then he ate too much melon. No! Y'all got a lot of melon going on. There we go. So there's 1. Do 2 and then 3. Gosh, we're making so much progress, finally. Gotta take like a big old zoom out kind of a look once we're done here. And we're not gonna be done for probably another stream or 2 of Oily Town City. But we're getting there. Because melon is super good for when the weather is too hot. Ah, I see. Nice and cold and full of water. I was too lazy to grab a smaller bowl, so I just took all the melon. That's a lot of melon. Alright, now we take these, come out here. Now my issue is that I've been thinking about is when I do start to switch over, how much power am I gonna lose? Am I going to have enough power to manage all this? Now I do have a lot of things that like aren't in production, but man. My production's not matching. Well, like, my consumption's really low, so what if I lose my production by a little bit and, like, increase things up again? It should be fine. But I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. So let's get all of my pipes set up. We're prepared to be set up, you know. So we have, let's try to like match them all up side by side. Oh, I can just take the curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This just goes directly over there. Now we curve them around immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that can just connect up into there. Actually, let's make one just outside of each one of these as well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how far away am I? I'm like one's distance. I didn't eat that much. Damn. You're just cursed. It needs to be one over. There we go. That's matching. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I just continue with this line. Just to get my benchmarks in. So not on this line, but the line before it. Not here, but here. Shimmy that. Good. Line before. Bonita. And then the last one right here. Line before. Great. Okay. And then we go around. And then slap a stackable pipeline node to each one of these. Maybe I am cursed. The melon curse. It comes for us all. See, isn't it great when you can think about like the grand scheme and get something, you know, really organized from that? This is a far better looking oily town city than what we previously had. Gorge. This is some real industrialization. Oh, shit. Okay, no, it's fine. No. Look at that! Looking pretty good. Me having a lot of nonsense today. Sometimes it's good you have nonsense. Gorgeous. The layer of pipes. All of them feeding into it. So now these just need to get filled. So we should probably come up with the next step before we start filling these guys up. Or maybe we do them one at a time so we can just get it ahead of the curve, you know? Maybe I'll take the plastic one. What you doing down here? Oh no. God, how horrifying the bottom half of Oily Town City is. Oh, okay. Got the scene in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith when Anakin and Obi-Wan it's in the beginning. And Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting in their starships, and it's just like they're flying around and everything's good, and then you crest the top of the ship and you just see the chaos below. Oh, that's Oily Town City. Hold on. Oh, we gotta get a look at this. So yeah, this is Oily Town City 2.0 so far. Pretty good, pretty spacious, pretty funny. Not funny. Looking over the edge, you know, it gets a little worse. It's still kind of organized, but then you just see the other layers. Oh my gosh. It's so stupid. And then you keep going deeper and deeper. Oh my gosh. I love Oily Town City. We gotta get the next screen cap, the next episode right here. It's perfect. It's so horrible. Horrible and horrifying? Horrible? No. Horrible, terrible? Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. We made progress. We finished at our second coal compactor assembler machine. That's not what I wanted to do. Finished a second compact coal. Did a whole bunch of other dumb maintenance around the place. Set up the refineries. So next time that I see you all, we'll probably work on the refineries that add compacting or compacted coal into our fuel reserves, and then probably setting up the actual fuel generators themselves. English word of the day, horrible. Thanks for coming, everybody. It was a good time. To Americans, happy 4th of July. To non-Americans, I don't know. Have a good day. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye.